Hello everyone, BentlyK here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a Beauty Break with Bentley video, and we are going to be doing a get ready with me, and we're going to be using almost all e.l.f. products. And a couple of them are dupes for my favorite high-end products. We're going to be using the e.l.f. Camo because it's one of my favorites. This one and the Wet n Wild are kind of my favorite CC creams right now. So that's what we're going to be using this. And then we're also going to be duping the Benefit Cookie, which you guys know is my favorite, and the Bobbi Brown Bronzer. And we're going to be using e.l.f. products to do it with. And I just put these lashes on, and they're already bugging me. But hopefully they'll stay on. I tried the Ardell Demi Wispies, the faux mink ones that I said that the bands were too thick on. And I still think the bands are too thick, and they went on terribly. So I'll probably be changing those, but not right now. Right now we're just going to go ahead and do our thing. So I am going to pull my hair back because I just washed it and it's nice and straight again. So I'm just going to pull it up in a ponytail to get it out of my face so we can do this get ready with me without it being in the way. The third one's tough. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. I've already moisturized my face. I'm going to use not an e.l.f. primer because I know that they have a coconut primer in e.l.f., but I wanted to do this without having to go to the store. So I don't have that. I am going to get it to try it, but I keep forgetting to get it. So we're going to use my Tarte Base Tape primer, but soon we'll try the e.l.f. one, and I saw some people that really loved it, so I think it's going to be a good dupe, but I have not yet tried it for my dupe. And this does smell like coconut, so it should be a good dupe. All right, now we're going to go in with our Camo CC Cream that we tried for the first time the other day. This is only the second time I've tried it, but I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna love it. And this is one pump. Which you probably could build it. I don't know. I haven't tried because I was happy with it the way it was. But I didn't get as good of a pump this time as I did last time. I don't know, maybe I had more than one pump last time. It seems like I don't quite have enough today, but we'll see. Oh, you know what I don't have do I have the Camo Concealer? I do have the Camo Concealer. I don't remember loving it, but we're gonna try it again, because I was trying to do all e.l.f. or pretty much all e.l.f. All right. Yep, I still like the Camo CC Cream. Okay, now we're going to go in with our sponge. I even have an e.l.f. sponge, just to make sure there's no brush marks and get it all nice and evened out. Actually, I think I am going to try and build it a little this time, just because we didn't last time. And see if it's buildable. So let's go in with a little bit more, about a half a pump. Let's see where else. Don't like to put too much on my forehead. So let's just spread that out a little bit so it doesn't all suck up in the sponge. All right, now we're going to go in with sponge again. That looks pretty good. Built up. All right, that's good for that. So for the concealer, so here we go. Oh, I can tell you what color it is. Looks like it's probably the lightest one. It says it is Fair Warm. That doesn't sound like the lightest one. And I want to put a little on top. Basically, we're just doing our normal thing. I just had too much on my thing right there to start with. I don't remember why I didn't like this. I probably just didn't have the coverage that I want. Looks okay though. It looks okay for now. It is a little thinner than I like, so I wouldn't say it's a dupe, but it'll work for our e.l.f. experiment. Wait till you see the dupes I found for the bronzer and the highlight. I think they're going to be great. I haven't tried using them. I just found them. But when I swiped them, good. They were good. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to use the e.l.f. HD powder. And this is a loose powder. So I'm going to go in with my sponge and just put it on underneath my eyes and down these smile lines. Then basically put it everywhere I put the highlighter. And then on my forehead, I want it to set that so that it doesn't sink into the lines. It looks good. I don't know if it's as good as my Bye Bye Pores, but it's pretty good. So now I'm going to go in with my powder brush. Just get a little bit of powder on it and then just spread this around. So, as you guys know, my favorite bronzer is this Bobbi Brown bronzer. And this is the color. And I'm going to get a swatch. And I'm going to swatch it right there. just like that. Now, this is what I found. I'm using the new Classics. This is an e.l.f. palette. And the color I'm picking is, I think it's Darling. Yes, it's called Darling, and it's right here. So I'm going to swatch that one right under this one. Oh wow, I got a lot more of this one. It looks a lot darker, but it's not. Let me get some more of the Bobbi Brown. Because when I swatched them earlier, they were like almost identical. So see, they are so close. There's a little more orange in the e.l.f. one, but otherwise they're so close. And now I'm going to go ahead and swatch the highlight. Here's my cookie highlight. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch that. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I'm going to swatch this one in the e.l.f. palette. It is called Glamour. And now you can see those two. I didn't get enough of the Glamour. I could tell that I wasn't getting as much because it just wasn't picking up. But it's just a little bit pinker. I don't know. You can't really tell, but trust me, it's a good dupe. So now to see if we can get them to work like the ones I normally use. So I'm going to, I have to take a smaller brush. This is not the one I normally use, I don't think. Oh, here it is, right here. So this one's kind of flat. I normally use my big e.l.f. brush for my contour and bronzer, but since this palette, oh, here's the one right there is the Glamour one. So this palette is $14, but it's a lot cheaper than the Bobbi Brown, but you get a lot less too. So I'm going to get some of the dupe for the bronzer and just see, hopefully I won't ruin it. I'm going to put a little on each side because it definitely seems like it's a little bit more pigmented. That way I can get it spread out like I normally do with the Bobbi Brown. I went a little high on that one. I probably should have done one side and one side, huh? Too late. But anyways, this is my e.l.f. dupes video. I think it's a pretty good dupe. It's a little bit harder to work with. Just because I have to use a smaller brush, that's why. And that dark spot is on my face. It's just accentuating that more than normal. Or maybe it's just the lighting. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do my nose. This is the hard part because it's so easy to mess it up. right, now I'm going to take this guy. Just kind of blend all that in. And now we'll do the highlight. So now I normally do my highlight with my finger, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab this Glamour and put it right where I would put highlight. Oh, you know what I forgot? And I always do this because that's the order I do my face in, is I forgot to do my eyeshadow. This is not quite as bold, I don't think, as the Cookie, but it's a good dupe. It really is. It's just not quite as much. It takes more to get there. It's not quite as powdery is what it is. But I still think it's a great dupe. Especially if you don't want the blinding stuff. Alright, now let's go back in and do the eyeshadow part with the bronze color. So yeah, everything about this is a little more work, but I feel like I'm getting pretty much the same results. It's just taking a little bit longer to get there. I do feel like this is not as good of a dupe as I thought it was because it's a little bit oranger. But I would definitely use it in a pinch. But I'm going to actually check out some of e.l.f. e.l.f. had quite a few bronzers online. I looked, but I don't like to buy colors like that I'm trying to dupe online, because then it's hard to get the right color, because you know what you see online is not a true to color. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my same thing that I used for my highlight and put it on the center of my eyelid. Okay, now for my eyeliner, I am going to use the black in this palette. It's called Noir. And I'm just going to grab some on this really sharp little pointy angle brush. Push it down nice and close to my lash, just so we can stick with the e.l.f. products, because I did not care for their liner pencil. And then I'm going to pull it up in the outer corner a bit to give it some lift to to the outside of my eye. Oops. Okay. All right, that's it for the eyes. Now we're going to do our eyebrows, and we're going to use the color Earth. Right there, that's the Noir that I used. And we're going to use this color right here for my brows. So I'm just going to grab an eyebrow brush, go into that color, and hope it's good because I didn't check it out first. So I'm going to start like down here just in case it's not good. Oh yeah, it's good. Just kind of pull it out. I don't think I have a brow gel that is e.l.f. either, so I may have to use a different brow gel since we're using a powder. All right, so I am going to use this Milani brow gel because I'm pretty sure I don't have a e.l.f. gel. They probably have a really good one, I just don't have it. And like I said, I was trying to do this without going to the store. So we're just going to put on a little bit of this Milani gel to keep the hairs in place. I think this turned out pretty good for a all e.l.f. face. So let's see, get rid of some of that fallout. And all we have left is lips. And I'm going to use this Ride or Die in the color, let's see what color this one is. Boss Berry. I love these. They're so good. that's it. We're done. That's our e.l.f. look with all our e.l.f. dupes. I think it looks pretty good. Not quite there, but we may do this again using this palette and then get a bronzer that's a little bit redder than orange. I think that's the only thing that I'm not loving. And my eyelashes. Maybe I'll buy some e.l.f. eyelashes. I've never tried e.l.f. eyelashes. I don't know if I want to, but I will, just for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!